We're digging into Texas' 89th legislature, and bill filing deadline is right around the corner. With thousands of bills filed, we shine a light on some of them to make sure all Texans know what their lawmakers are up to. We've invited Texas legislators to come by and explain their bills and why they matter. So let's dig into one of those very important bills today. This is the layout. I'm Ammon Blair, Senior Fellow for Border Security for TPPF's Secure and Sovereign Texas Initiative. Today, we're joined by Representative Terri Wilson to talk about House Bill 256. Representative, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome. Happy to.
All right, first off, if you would, explain the problem and then why does Texas have a need for a bill just like this?
Okay, well, this used to be the law. And when the Biden administration came in, they removed our ability to really hamper our law enforcement to stop, especially in child trafficking situations. So there was a rapid DNA test that law enforcement could use at the border when they suspected a human trafficking situation. So, for instance, when the adult said, well, this is my son, or this is my cousin, or this is my nephew, and something didn't seem right, and the law enforcement had probable cause, they could go ahead and perform a rapid DNA test that would quickly tell them if the two in the car were related. And that's just so important. I mean, when you think of all the children that we have lost to human trafficking, just even in the last 4 years. And this is a test that would have saved lives and saved children and given law enforcement just one more tool in their toolbox. It is important that it pass this session because in the previous session, it was included in the border bill. It is not at this time. And it's a very effective tool and one that I honestly believe will save children.
Okay, one really big question is why is it that Texas, within the bill, why is Texas not, or why don't they have the ability to maintain a database?
I think part of it has to do with that's what I've been told, with the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution. They can't maintain or keep DNA samples. It has to do with the laws on search and seizure and holding material against somebody, that you don't know for sure yet has created a crime. Or, you can't hold evidence just because you think there might be a potential crime. So that evidence, that it'll be a rapid DNA test, and then they will destroy the evidence.
Okay. And then, so with a friendly administration now, President Trump is really big on the border. We now have U.S. Northcom that is also finally engaged in the border. Why do we need something like this now if we have a good administration?
Well, if we have a good administration and they, on the federal level, implement a tool like this for our law enforcement, that would be great. Then we don't need the bill. But that hasn't happened yet. And so, Texas is moving forward on closing the border, on rescuing children, on rescuing people stuck in either sex trafficking or trafficking for work, whatever they are doing. We are the #1 country for human trafficking. And that is just heartbreaking. And this is just a tool in the toolbox. It's not going to fix everything. But if the President Trump and his team decide to do this on a federal level, great. But we will have it here in Texas whether or not they don't.
Okay, and then you somewhat discussed this a little bit, but how does this strengthen our border security efforts? As you mentioned, it was in a previous bill last session, and now you're adding this bill to this session. So how does this actually secure the border or help assist in securing the border?
Well, it will stop some human trafficking, especially when a child will not speak for himself. And hopefully we can find that child's family and return them back home somewhere, wherever they came. And law enforcement will pursue that and hopefully take care of also the perpetrator so that he cannot continue to traffic over and over and over, with multiple trips, with caravans, with all sorts of, just heartbreaking instances at the border. And I think you know as well, Ammon, you've had an experience there.
Yes, ma'am. This bill would have saved many lives when I was a Border Patrol agent. And that's the whole reason why I'm here at Texas Public Policy Foundation, was because this was actually not in place. I lost little girls and little boys to trafficking because I didn't have rapid DNA testing. And now, unfortunately, they're here somewhere in the United States, one of those lost children. And this bill would have saved their lives. So I want to thank you for that. I
You're
want to thank
welcome.
the Representative Leo Wilson for joining us at TPPF. Yeah, this is amazing.